The 30th.
It is the 30th of April, 2020. WIKISPEED Stand-Up. Why don't you start us off, Lauren?
Okay, this is Lawrence Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia. And this week I found the receipt from last year and updated it to reflect the changes and forwarded it to our donor. And beyond that, can't think of anything else right now. Coming week, again, play with the Raspberry Pi and Python. I want to review Python. I'm interested in a project as, actually, I was talking with one of my kids about a project I have in mind that has to do with identifying things with Pi. It's a project in Make magazine with a Pi camera, with AI and a Pi camera. And so that might be kind of relevant too. So I think those two things, both Pi related. One is the advanced kind of a thing. The other one is just to do something with the Pi. And blocks are still trying to help out family. So that is it for me for that part.
Okay, it's Michael Wolchuk, Saskatoon, Canada. This last week, as usual, I recorded the stand-up and posted it. I'm still working on organizing my electronics bench in my basement. The parts I ordered haven't arrived as yet, but I went through my, I'm going to call it my Arduino stuff. It's sort of a box of stuff that I have purchased over the years, some of which I've used, some of which I kind of thought was cool and didn't kind of work out that way. I found N-Scope. So N-Scope is a little 4-channel USB device. It kind of bolts onto the top of a breadboard, and it gives you a power supply, 5-volt power supply, and it gives you 4 channels of inputs that'll do up to 10 kilohertz. And it has 4 programmable outputs, so you can put out sine waves or square waves or pulses or that kind of stuff. So it is really quite handy. The software runs on Windows 10, which I was quite surprised. It was a Kickstarter project a few years ago. You can actually buy it off Amazon. They don't want to sell it to anybody in Canada, but they'll sell it to anybody in the US. I'm not sure if it's a shipping issue or what exactly. Anyway, that was a nice surprise, and it's nice and portable. So that's what I'm going to be taking up to the cabin with me when I'm going up there. I'm trying to make up a little kit so that I have most of what I need with me. I received the kit that I bought, which was supposed to have pretty much everything I needed for the Little Red Wagon, and I managed to confuse a couple of the kits together. So I did get the camera. I did not get the sonar or the infrared for following lines, but the infrared diodes are like under $1 each, and the sonar is $3, so it wasn't a big deal. I'm going to be adding it to the camera. I got about half built. I ended up not taking the Raspberry Pi up to the cabin with me, so it was kind of difficult because the Pi is kind of in the middle of it, and you got to put stuff around it. But yeah, it's looking good. I should get it done this week. And I was trying to do one of the tasks on my list from last week, which was connect up the demultiplexer, which needs 2 lines set as high or low or one of each. And it's not very easy to do. I don't have any switches. I don't have any buttons. I don't have any things that are useful for testing. So I did a search. Amazon didn't have anything. AliExpress didn't have anything. The only place I found it was on eBay. So parts of it are going to come here, are going to be here next week, and parts of it are going to be here the week after. I spent another $20 on various little parts. So I was quite happy with them. If they work out, I will post links to them. That's what I did. What I'm planning to do next week. I still haven't done any video. So I kind of wrote up a little list of what I thought I would do, and my enthusiasm for writing up how I tested the ICs and the power supply issues and stuff that I had is waning. So I'll probably just do like a 30-second summary of each of those things, and almost like a selfie and showing the results. I would like to connect that DMUX chip and verify that the LED drivers will show a red LED when they're connected properly, and connect the circuit up to the infrared diode and the infrared receiver to push a button on this side and have it transmit a couple feet and show on the other side. So that's what I'm hoping to do for next week, and I guess that's about it for me.
Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of half watching another conversation about a kind of rescue flight, not officially, but it's a rescue flight. So I was going to look up, before I start with this, I was going to look up the kit I got. I think I showed it to you when I got it. A bunch of jumpers, buttons. It has buttons, LEDs, jumpers, switches, I think. Yeah, anyway, I'll send you that link again just in case that helps. And so for me, I'm going to give myself a 10 because I put my attention on the receipt and got that moving. And a team of 10 because you're really killing it. And process improvement, we had some other people for a bit, and we should maybe make an effort to, it'd be really nice to get, I don't know how connected Joe is, but it'd be nice to get him on a meeting sometime. So that would be my process improvement, just to encourage or see when people could join us. So that's that part for me.
Okay. I am going to give myself a 10. I don't feel like it's a 10, but I said that I was looking for 4 points for the week, and I made it. So I guess technically I have a 10. Team, I'm going to go 8. Process improvement, I like yours better than mine. Mine still show up and get something done. But getting more people on the call is, I think they're both going toward the same thing, because I think if we get down to a point where we actually have something working, I think people will start coming on the call again, but that's just an opinion. And I think that wraps us up. You're still muted.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, crosstalk would just be right now the okay. I got my Raspberry Pi on Amazon, but I don't see my breadboard. I don't think I bought it on Amazon. It might have been eBay.
Okay.
Let's just try. Yeah.
So there's a few kits that come with single push buttons or single switches. I didn't find anything that would. Well, I found only one that would do 4 or 8 LEDs kind of in a bank, and you just kind of plug them
Right.
into the breadboard. And then 4 switches, like 4 little push buttons. And I
Right.
think it's either 4 or 6 slide switches. So those are the ones I chose, just because the slide switches are nicer for doing the address of the decoder, and push buttons are better for simulating like a serial stream or whatever, making lights blink. So, and LEDs are LEDs. You can use them to indicate pretty much anything you want. So the LEDs came with the resistors built onto the board. So they work at 3.3 volts and they work at 5 volts, which is kind of nice. So.
Okay. Yeah, the kit I got was called Climb In. It's this, but I don't see where. Yeah, I'll can you see it?
Oh yeah, I can see the box.
Yeah.
Climb In. Yeah. Okay.
Now I'll find it. So it's got. I don't know if these are LEDs.
Yep.
Ribbon. Resistors, I think. Is that resistors?
You gotta load down a bit. Yep, those are resistors.
Oh, pardon me. Right there.
Yep.
Little breadboard. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got a couple of little IC things, jumpers, bunch of jumpers. Yeah, it'd be better. And it actually came with more things. There's the LEDs.
Okay.
So there are about 8. Not a lot. Not a huge amount. There's greens and reds and yellows. 2 greens, 2 reds, 2 yellows.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll look that up and at least give you the description. And I think it didn't list everything because it comes with a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
On the description.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's any help to you. Yeah. So that's kind of it. Are you okay with doing the receipt then?
Yep. Receipt works. And
Okay.
actually, I was going to ask, has anybody else bugged you about getting a receipt?
No.
Because I should bug Joe, because there used to be people contributing on PayPal every month, and
Oh, really?
I thought one of the big things with getting the paperwork done for the registered charity is that people could get receipts. So
Yeah.
Not sure why you haven't been busier.
Yep.
That's about it.
So that's kind of it for me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will get this posted, and hopefully I'll get a little bit of progress this weekend, but no promises. We'll see.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.